In the headlines, many travelers abducted on Tuesday as bandits block Kaduna-Abuja highway. 9 corpses recovered from Kano Gas Explosion as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo visits scene. Sokoto State evacuates over 700 students from Ukraine. Away from Nigeria, hundreds of evacuated Azov soldiers face an uncertain fate after surrendering. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. Many travelers were abducted along the Abuja-Kaduna highway on Tuesday. Witnesses said that the bandits struck 4:20 p.m. around Katari area in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. Video footage revealed many passengers stranded with many vehicles empty. A witness who narrowly escaped the attack, Abdullahi Awal Aliyu, said the attack took place not far away from St. Peter's Minor Seminary, Katari, which is about 79 kilometers to Kaduna. Aliyu, who posted the video of stranded commuters on the busy highway on Facebook, said some occupants of the 7 vehicles were abducted. Meanwhile, death toll from the Kano Gas Explosion has risen to 9. Police in the state has earlier said 4 people have been confirmed dead in the explosion that rocked Aba Road by Court Road, Sabongari quarters in Kano. Police Commissioner Samaila Diko, while on an on-the-spot assessment of the scene, said that among those killed is a welder identified as AGK Vincent. He explained that preliminary forensic analysis revealed that the blast was suspected to be caused by gas cylinder explosion, adding that chemicals were recovered from the scene of the incident. The commissioner noted that the incident led to a building collapse, adding that rescue efforts are still in progress. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo also visits the scene to commiserate with victims of the explosion.
We had an information of explosion here in Sabongari, and we had to rush down with our experts, that is the EOD personnel. You know, if you can see, they said it was an explosion, bomb explosion, but sincerely it's not bomb explosion. It's gas cylinder explosion. You know, it's not bomb.
Informed of an explosion, which immediately we contacted the security agencies, and now work is ongoing to be able to know what is the nature, what really brought about it. So that's what we are here to ascertain. The DSS have been here, the Commissioner of Police is still here, the brigade commander, all of them are here.
When I heard the sound, I thought it was something like that. But when I came out, I discovered that I found out that a suicide bomber was there, lying dead, with so many corpses there. So we started running around picking some dead bodies. Even I'm the one that went to and showed Red Cross debris of flesh that littered at the back of our yard, even in the front of our yard.
No one is happy for what happened. The suicide bombers, they came to the school and dropped it to kill innocent children inside the school now. We are counting about 400 and something children now. Even people that are passing around this way. This is Court Road by Aba Road, by Africa Center.
Providing further clarification of the Kano explosion, the state government says the early Tuesday morning explosion in the Sabongari area did not occur in a school. The State Commissioner for Information, Muhammad Garba, said the incident happened at an animal feed store opposite the school along Aba Road, Sabongari area of Fage local government area. He said while the cause of the explosion and the damage it had done is yet to be officially ascertained, investigation has since commenced to determine the cause, impact and measures to be taken. Garba called on the people in the state, particularly those living in the area where the incident occurred, to remain calm while government, in collaboration with relevant agencies, are working on the matter. The Commissioner assured that the government will keep the public abreast on any development and warned people to to desist from spreading unsubstantiated news. Normalcy is gradually returning to Adagba community of Yaba Ward in Abaji Area Council of the FCT. Trust TV had in April reported that bandits on motorcycles in large numbers invaded Adagba community, killed a villager and abducted 11 others, a situation which forced the villagers to flee their homes. Mardia Umar gives us an update from the community.
The community, which looked like a ghost town a few weeks ago, is gradually becoming alive again as some residents, including women and children, have returned and going about their daily routines. The Wazirin Adagba, a title holder in the community, tells Trust TV how the kidnapped victims were released and how normalcy is gradually returning.
Those of us that remain here will organize ourselves to control both people in outside there, don't contribute money, invite some vigilante from outside, always stay with us here. Vigilante from outside, about 30 of them, always stay with us here, surrounding the community every day in the night. As well, we started inviting our people, they should come back. Those that released, it was the support of vigilante. The vigilante organized themselves, both Fulani and our vigilante here, mix of tribe. So they fixed a day, decided to enter the bush. As they enter the bush, God so kind, give them a lock where they trace, not where they kept our people. So they trace exactly where the kidnappers did. That's where they started shooting each other, and God gave them lock, they hands them down before our people started running scatter in the forest. Everybody find his way.
Though the residents are happy to return to their ancestral homes, they're still faced with harsh realities of starting life afresh as a result of the attack on the community. This photographer narrates how the attack affected his business.
It has affected me a lot, honestly. It affected me a lot. During Salah, maybe before Salah, I was planning to get like maybe 30K or 40K because of business. But due to this incident, honestly, people flee away from this community. It pains me a lot. There was no business going on in this area. So I'm praying for people to come back.
Though the residents of Adagba community are gradually returning home, business activities and all other activities that make the town thick is still grounded. These children you see are supposed to be in school, but as a result of the banditry attack and the kidnapping in this area, the teachers who are supposed to take care of their educational needs are nowhere to be found, as they are also scared for their lives. But as we've heard today, the security agents and also the vigilante, which they have constituted, are making sure that the town becomes safe again for the residents of Adagba community. Mardia Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And now to politics. Ahead of the All Progressive Congress presidential primaries, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and the group mobilizing for the candidature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu have visited Kwara State to consult with party members and other stakeholders, while the Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak accompanied the Vice President to the palace of the Emir of Ilorin. The group for Tinubu also moved out to Ilorin to visit the Olofa of Ofa. The report.
Around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the plane conveying the Vice President touched down at Ilorin International Airport and was received by the State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak. The convoy headed for the palace of the Emir of Ilorin, where the governor addressed the monarch.
Today we received His Excellency in Kwara State. He has a big message for us in Kwara, and we're all waiting for him to deliver it at the designated banquet hall. It's not his first time in Kwara. If His Excellency goes to Ipata Market today, he's going to be mobbed. Why? Because he championed the social investment program here in Kwara State. He came personally to launch it in 2019. And it was a big occasion then, and so many people have benefited from that program.
The Vice President, while informing the Emir of his intention to vie for the presidency, said he will hit the ground running to address Nigeria's numerous challenges if elected.
All of what God had given me, all of the experience and knowledge that God had given me within these past 7 years, within which I acted as president on occasion, I felt that it would be important for me to put myself forward to the service of this country, because everything that has been given to me by way of knowledge and experience has been given to me by the grace of God and by the benevolence of this same country.
The Emir of Ilorin said the track record of the Vice President qualifies him to succeed President Buhari as Nigeria's next leader.
You're coming to the place record is something to be proud of. Your track record is enough to show that.
Meanwhile, the Southwest Agenda for Tinubu Presidency 2023 had earlier paid a similar visit to the Emir of Ilorin, who said the national leader has what it takes to lead the country. The group also visited Olofa of Ofa, Oba Muftau Gbadamosi, where the leader of the group expressed the determination of Tinubu to change the fortunes of the country if elected.
We think he can replicate all this at the national level. If given the chance, he can perform this also at the national level. We don't want Nigerians to begin to lament if we don't give him the chance.
The monarch prayed for the success of Tinubu both at the primary and at the polls.
The Nigerian Medical Association has tasked politicians aspiring to occupy various positions in the country to define what they have to offer the health sector, or its members will mobilize and vote against them. The national president of NMA, Innocent Uja, stated this during a press briefing at the Union Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to kick off its 62nd Annual General Conference. The report.
President of the Nigerian Medical Association, Innocent Uja, said politicians must show verifiable evidence of what they have to offer electorates, particularly in the healthcare delivery sector. Uja described the various challenges facing the health sector in the country as ticking time bombs that will soon explode if not addressed. He said the COVID-19 pandemic dealt a huge blow on the country's already fragile healthcare delivery system, which has been aggravated by brain drain that the sector is battling with. The NMA president expressed displeasure at the level of medical personnel leaving the country for greener pastures.
The political climate is very hot now, and we are saying that all the politicians that are coming, the presidential aspirants those who will become candidates, senatorial, gubernatorial, must put health define clearly what the roles they will give to health. Otherwise, we may be forced to mobilize our patients and their spouses to vote against anybody who doesn't take health serious. We are tired of will come and provide health for all. How do you do it? Give us how you, step by step, how it is done.
Speaking on the theme of the conference, current emergencies in building a resilient health system for Nigeria, situation analysis and solutions, the NMA president noted that primary healthcare sector in the country needs urgent attention.
Primary healthcare system is dead. If you go to many primary healthcare facilities, what do you see? Grains of harvested farm produce. And the officers come at the last day of the month to receive their salary. I don't know what happens in Port Harcourt. Every primary healthcare facility should have a medical officer of health. But we have that. The local government chairman will tell you that the cost of employing a doctor is very high.
The NMA president called on government at all levels to implement policies that will ensure a robust welfare benefits for medical personnel in the country.
As part of efforts to addressing the out-of-school menace among children, volunteers are mobilizing kids to return to schools in Kano. The head teacher of Jin Special Primary School, Binta Aliu, expressed gratitude to United Nations Children's Fund for providing learning materials for the children. Binta Aliu told Trust TV that Mothers Association and community leaders under the aegis of School-Based Management Committee are mobilizing children and monitoring them to ensure that they attend school regularly. One of the SBMC officials, Usman Ali, who said that the number of girls in the school is low compared to boys, urged all stakeholders to do more in motivating girls to attend schools.
The Mothers Association have done well. They have done a lot to improve the learning of our children. They held a house-to-house mobilization to sensitize parents to bring their children to school. They provided us with teaching materials and gave the students learning materials.
My position is ESCO official. We work together with 3 heads, SBMC, PTA, and Mothers Association. We do help schools with all their problems, forwarding to the concerned officers ahead, e.g. Ministry of Education, Primary Board, and LEA, that is Local Education Authority, of the school problem.
You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up shortly. Delta communities protest abandoned projects. This and more coming shortly. Join us again. Thanks for staying. This is the news update on Trust Television. A reminder of our top stories again. Travelers abducted on Tuesday as bandits block Kaduna-Abuja highway. 9 corpses have been recovered from Kano Gas Explosion. Now, moving on, Zazzau Emirate Council has denied siphoning 21 million naira meant for Jama'atul Nasrul Islam's indemnity and compensation check for the proposed railway modernization project. The Emirate said that it has rather kept the money pending the outcome of litigation over the property. A statement signed by Muhammad Inua Aminu, Wazir in Zazzau, on Tuesday in Zaria said that there were 4 groups contesting the ownership of the compensation on the affected land at Jama'atul College, Kofar Kona, Zaria. He said that the Emirate had to intervene by collecting the check for safekeeping pending the determination of the case before the court. Aminu added that the Emirate kept the check in its custody in order to forestall any breach of law and order between contending parties in the suit. Indigents of Oveve, Ofering, and Saniko communities in Ugeli North local government area of Delta State have shut down operations of an oil company operating in their domain. This is due to the continued abandonment of their road project by Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, for the past 10 years. The report.
The protesters, mainly aged women and youth, shut the entrance of the communities and roads leading to Eriemu Flow Station. According to them, the contractor handling their road project has abandoned it for over a decade. Displaying placard with inscriptions such as "Good road is our right as host communities. We have the biggest manifold in Africa. Flow Station NGC 52 oil wellhead." They vow to never give up on the protest until their agitations for good road are met. Addressing newsmen, the President General of Owerri community, Philip Akpovukoko, lamented that development was yet to be visible since 1961, when the first oil wellhead was discovered in the community.
Today, we wrote a letter to NDDC and federal government of Nigeria. All the people that is wrong, and we gave them 30 days ultimatum since last month on the 13th, which was published in Vanguard page 24. And the 30 days ultimatum have exceeded some Saturday or Friday. Nobody give us listing here. And it's well written there in the letter, the document, that if they fail to listen to us, we think the oil facility will be shut down.
Other community members regretted the dilapidated state roads in the area and how it has affected businesses.
This road was awarded to somebody, SO Lotu, 2010. He do half of the road, he left the other side. That is abandoned project. This is the reason that brought us to this protest. We want the federal government, the state government to help us so that we shall have a good road. We have oil facilities in our domain.
Get here for you and we don't suffer. We need roads.
So who you need that for?
We need that for government and share. So we don't suffer and we get oil. Even our plant, when we plant for if you need that we plant cassava, we not get food because all the oil they don't collect and finish. So we need roads, we need everything. Now make us broke roads. We need roads. If road there, development go there. We need light. We need employment. We need scholarship. If they do the roads, everything go well because we go see the waka, they go where would they go.
Members of the community say they will not stop the protest till their demands are met.
And on business news, the Nigerian exchange on Tuesday closed lower as the all-share index declined by 0.35% to close at 52,756.62 points. Investors lost 101 billion naira as the market capitalization dropped by 0.35% to close at 28.42 trillion naira. The market breadth closed negative as 21 equities emerged as gainers against 27 equities that declined in their share prices. At the close of trade on Tuesday, an aggregate of 1.3 billion units of shares were traded in 6,449 deals valued at 7.7 billion naira. Away from Nigeria, hundreds of evacuated Azovstal soldiers face an uncertain fate after surrendering and being taken to Russian-held territory, some to a prison colony. The fall of Mariupol appears at hand as Ukraine moves to abandon the Azovstal steel plant, where its soldiers had held out for months. Meanwhile, Governor of southeastern Luhansk says Russian shelling killed 4 people and gravely wounded a child in the region. Ukraine's human rights ombudsman Lyudmila Denisova has said that 229 children have died and 424 have been injured since Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th. And in sports news, Nigeria National League organizers have banned MKO Abiola Stadium, Abeokuta, Ogun State, from hosting further NNL matches. The league organizers handed the ban following dilapidation of facilities in the stadium. Prior to the ban, the stadium was home to state-owned football club Gateway United and Stormers Sports Club. The league managers bemoaned the dilapidated condition of the stadium, which necessitated the ban, adding that no further league matches will be played in the stadium until approval is granted. The MKO Abiola Stadium, Abeokuta, which once played host to Nigeria national teams in the past, looks untidy and in a state of complete disarray. Gateway United has adopted Depot Dina Stadium, Ijebu-Ode, as their new home ground, while Stormers Sports Club moved to Remo Stars Stadium, Ikene. And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. You can watch more by clicking the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and also following us across all social media platforms. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.